In news from our partners at Dairy Today, two of the biggest dairy co-ops in the country have proposed joining forces. Leaders of Dairy Lee and Dairy Farmers of America announced their intentions to merge. The co-ops say no employees would be laid off. According to Dairy Today, the Dairy Lee name will be the brand name, the Dairy Farmers of America becoming the name of the new combined cooperative. You can read more about the merger at dairytoday.com. And a new quick test could help the dairy industry tackle a $2 billion problem, mastitis. A company called Advanced Animal Diagnostics is rolling out an on-farm rapid diagnostic test. It allows for early detection of subclinical mastitis, or in other words, it alerts farmers of infections in dairy cows long before they even have symptoms. The company says the early stages of mastitis could go undetected while reducing production, hurting milk quality, and reducing animal health. The makers of the test say it can give results in about 3 minutes. On the cattle ledger, beef packers are scrambling to find enough cattle. As we reported last week, that did indeed push cash-fed cattle prices to a new record high. USDA says the livestock traded at $128 to $131 per hundred. That's up $2 from the previous week. In the meantime, one of the biggest importers of beef to the U.S. isn't shipping as many cattle this year. In its latest governmental data report, Mexico exports to America are down nearly 50%. Now that's compared to last year's historic surge. By the end of the year, Oklahoma State's Darrell Peel says Mexican imports could be down 800,000 head.
It certainly will have an impact on feeder supplies for several more months as we go forward. Many of those cattle that didn't come in this year, that decrease really it shows up later because most of those cattle would go through a stocker phase before they enter the feedlots, and so the lack of those cattle will become more apparent as time goes on.
U.S. beef exports are holding strong in 2013. Now the Australian government says it's looking to work out a free trade agreement with South Korea, and they want it done in the next 12 months. The Australian beef industry says it could lose nearly $1.5 billion to the U.S. over the next 15 years.